little bow. Hair looks so pretty. Yeah, we watched the maintenance man spray wash some of the sidewalk. Does a little bit every day. It looks better and better. He's got a lot to do. This is a big place, Connor. Oh, here's our little man. He's going to see his mother-in-law. Every morning he comes by and checks on her. Sometimes he picks up her mail, and yes, that's what she does, doesn't it, Connor? Connor watches. He says, I know who they are. I know who they are. Sort of muggy today. It's about 10 after 8 now. So I guess I ought to. Barbara's not coming out. I imagine it's too warm for her this morning. It's almost too warm for me this morning too. I don't know what the temperature is. But me and Connor have to continue our ritual, don't we, Connor? We have to come out here and look at our tomatoes, survey the property, watch the sun come up, look at the birds coming to the feeder. Very peaceful. Hear the birds? You hear? You hear, Connor, the birds? Yeah. I don't see anybody else up except the staff. This morning, Chris came in. He was on the phone. They're having ice cream sociable today. I don't know if I'm up to going or not. Ice cream would be good though. Maybe they'll have some cookies or cupcakes. I love cupcakes. Yeah, I love cupcakes. I got a funny little story about my brother. When he was little, he was third child. Well, really, yeah, third living child. And he's about 5 years younger than I am. Well, Mama decided she would make a walnut cake for Daddy's birthday. And Charlie was about 5 years old, 4 or 5. We called him Catfish because his mouth talked all the time. I mean, all the time he talked and talked and talked and talked. And we told him when we were making this walnut cake from recipe from scratch. And Mama was really working on it. And she's going to put some coconut on top. Surprise Daddy when he come home from work. And he said, Charlie, you can't tell. You can't tell. I mean, the minute Daddy got within view of the house, Charlie, I'll never forget, Charlie ran out that front door, slamming the screen door. We could hear him going down the steps sideways. Daddy, we did not make you a birthday cake. I screamed. He was so excited. He was, as he was talking to Daddy and walking beside Daddy, he was almost hopping. You know how little kids do. He was so proud to tell his daddy that we had a surprise. We didn't make you no cake and ice cream. Oh, I'll never forget that. That was my brother. Sometimes he would get up in the middle of the night. I'd wake up, and he'd be walking around the room. I mean, he was just a kid, five years old. He was walking around the room like this, carrying something. in the middle of the night. You know, we all slept in one huge room. So, Charlie, what are you doing? Why are you out of bed? He said, I got this apple for the teacher. There was no apple in his hand, but he was so careful. So careful with that apple. Another story about him is he wore coveralls, you know, when it got chilly weather, and he was about 4.5, I guess. And my dad had a garage, and he worked under cars and stuff like that. And the garage was out in front of the house. And we also had a little tiny store where you could buy drinks and stuff, you know, like pop, you know, or peanuts to put in your pop or whatever along the highway there in Blytheville, outside Blytheville. And the people coming from St. Louis would come down Highway 61 in front of our place. Well, we were at the store all the time, or at Daddy's shop playing, you know, because the house sat behind it, the shop. And people in their big fancy cars from up north, St. Louis, Chicago, would come by and buy soda pops, you know, and talk to us kids. Well, Daddy had got Charlie a little metal car. I don't remember if it was a fire engine or a car. I think it was a fire. I can't remember. I wish I knew where that picture was. Anyway, he had propped the car up. Charlie had a little, I don't know what he had boxed up. I don't know what it was. And he had crawled underneath it. Okay, and he was working on it. A car came by, stopped. The guy got out and took a picture of my brother underneath that car, that little car, fixing it in his little coveralls. And I don't even think Charlie even noticed anybody took a picture of him. But it was a darling picture, I'm sure, thinking back on it, that it must have been definitely a captured moment for someone that made that trip. And I wonder to this day, it's been, what, 60 years ago, somebody took that picture. And somewhere, maybe, that picture's floating around somewhere with my little brother underneath that little car. It's one of those little pedal cars, you know, that they had back in the 50s. He was a cutie. He is a cutie. Well, he's with the Lord now. But, oh my, he was a winner. He really was. People liked being around him, and even to the day he died, he had friends and family around him, and he took care of all the computers there in Blytheville for many years. Then he had a vending machine. He never left the town. It was his hometown. It was our hometown. We all left, but he stayed. Had his family there. I miss him. I really do miss him. He helped me prepare my house because he was getting ready to retire and move in there in the hills with me until, you know, fix it up. And he would stay there. And I told him, you know, that would work out great. Well, he waited a little too long to retire, and he died. And I miss him. And so did my sisters. But all in all, it's good memories. Good memories, and I love good memories. Don't you? I bet you have some memories, too, that you enjoy. Well, the young man down the street, I think he's probably, I don't know how old he is. He lives in one of the apartments down there. He's out walking, and he walks to the dog park. And on his way to the dog park, he's doing all kinds of calisthenics on the upper body, you know. And he's doing back bends now. by the dog park. He's got his own little haven. He doesn't know I'm watching him. And I shouldn't be. It just happened to be sitting there, and I happened to see him every day I go out there, and I had my coffee. But anyway, we'll get up to the dog park in a little while. Looks like Don's out this morning. He's playing with his truck. He loves his truck. And life goes on here at Christopher Homes. And I hope you have a great day. Remember, God has you in his hands. And pray for Mother Earth. And that white corner. With that white honey. Yes. So yeah, bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye, y'all. Talk to you another day. Talk to you another day. Bye-bye.